Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Eduscholar Adenebo. So today we'll be talking about why students fail exams. If you can know the reasons why students fail exam, then if you are a student that is watching this, you will try to avoid all of these and also avoid failing your exams. Now, the first thing on my list is that some students that fail their exam didn't start studying early. I always advise my students, if you want to avoid failing exams or tests, then you should start studying when the semester began. Let's say the semester began on the 1st of September. Start studying immediately. Follow the scheme of work. Like if today you are learning actress, read it. The next day if you are learning veins, read it. Like don't wait until 2 weeks or 1 week to exam before you start studying. No. Rather, start studying when the semester began. And you know, most of the textbooks are very big. So imagine having a book of 100 pages. How do you expect to read it within 1 week to exam? In other words, start studying early and make notes as you are studying. As you are studying, you should make your notes so that by exam period, you already have your notes. You don't have to go back to textbooks. Instead, you just read your notes, which is probably maybe 20 or 30 pages. So you just read it fast and go for the exam, unlike a textbook that probably have 100 pages or more. You will not be able to read everything in that textbook. Yeah. The second reason why students fail exams is not having the right material. You know, let's say you are studying chemical engineering, right? And you have a course. You need to find the right material for that course. If you don't know it, go to your lecturers, ask, sir, please, which textbook should we use for your course? You know, a particular course can have different textbooks, but then you need to find the textbook that the lecturer recommends. This is because any textbook that the lecturer recommends is probably the textbook that the lecturer is using, and most of his questions will come from that textbook. So get the right documents, get the right study materials, and also get past questions from your colleagues, like your senior colleagues that must have done the exam in the past. You can get past questions. This doesn't mean that the past question is also it's what to come out for you. No, it's just for you to get conversant with the questions, how the questions come, you know, so that you train yourself towards it. Yeah. Another reason why students fail is being too relaxed and lazy. There are students that they don't like studying. Like studying is a very boring thing for them. They would prefer going to play football, play basketball, go to clubs, go to parties. But when it comes to opening books, they just can't do that. If you are a student that is doing that, you are just increasing your chances of failing. Avoid being lazy. Like allocate time for your studies. Let's say 5 hours in a day is the time you use and study. So let's say you start from 4 p.m. then you stop studying around 8 to 9 p.m. then you go to bed, prepare for class the next day. Always allocate time for your studies, allocate time for going to school, going to church, going for your sports activities. Allocate time for everything, and when it's time for studying, don't use it for any other thing. Don't use it for social media. Switch off your phones if you have to, and just focus on study. Avoid being lazy. Laziness can make you fail. Another reason why students fail exams is not attending classes. There are students that miss a lot of classes, and I don't know about your school. In my school where I schooled, teachers give attendance, and sometimes attendance can carry 5 marks, 10 marks. That means that you have 90 marks left in the exam hall. So let's say the pass mark is 60 and then you have 50 in the exam. For someone that has attended all the classes, that means you have your 10%. So they can add the 10% to your 50 and they'll give you 60. That means you've passed. Apart from the marks that they give for attending classes, there are things that the lecturers will say in the class that would help your understanding when you are reading that particular topic. And there are things that the lecturer will say in class that you might want to jot down, so that when you are doing your personal studies, you would cross-check with what the teacher has said. You would also write a note, maybe add to what the teacher has said, or know the focus area or the area to focus on. Yeah. And also, being in class is the only opportunity you have to ask your lecturer's question. Let's say that was something you were reading in the past and you did not understand it. You can ask your lecturer, "Ma, please, can you explain this further? I don't quite understand." But then if you're not in class, how will you be able to answer? So missing class is one of the reasons students fail exams. Apart from getting on marks, you can miss out on some explanations, you can miss out on some questions that the lecturer might set in the exam, you can miss out on asking questions in class. So try and avoid missing classes so that you don't put yourself in a situation of failing your exams. Another reason why students fail exams is that they don't seek for help early. Nobody is an island nobody is an island. If there is something you don't understand, look for somebody that understood it and let the person teach you. Like, have a study group, like have friends that they can teach you what they know, you can teach them what they know, what you know. I mean, if there is a subject that is giving you headache and you just don't know how to go about this subject, you've studied but it's not working, you can go to your senior colleagues, ask them, "Please, I'm having issues in this course, can you help me? What did you do differently that helped you understand the course? What did you do differently that helped you pass your exam?" Like me, for example, when I was in medical school, around second year of my medical school, I was having issues with anatomy. Anatomy is so big, like the book is so big. When I open it, it's as if my eyes, they start dancing. So I had to talk to my senior colleague. She was like, "You should go to YouTube, find the topic that you want to study, watch the video. After watching the video, then read the book. You see that you understand it." And I did it and it worked. Ever since then, before I read any anatomy topic, I'll just go to YouTube, watch a video on the topic, then I'll now go to the textbook before I study the textbook. And this is what I did to pass my anatomy and pass very well. So seeking for help early is very, very important. And you will actually know that you need help if you don't start studying on time. So start studying on time so that you know your weakness, you know your weak areas, and knowing your weak areas, you'll be able to ask questions and you might get answers that will help you solve any situation you find yourself in terms of studying any particular subject. Yeah. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, of course, send this video to your friends, your social media, and thank you so much.